Sorry about that, folks, and sorry about FYNTV.com. Just had a technical difficulty working on there. Our YouTube stream is working, and we will have everything up immediately. Josh puts these clips up as fast as we're doing them, so we'll have everything up where you can follow along on what we're doing. All right, now let's go back to. And it'll take a lot of time to go into detail. And I want to get into China, some of the 2020 coverage. I want to get into that. Iran, what's going on there. So I asked you some questions here, and these are some FBI agents. Let's just make it really, really quick here. Number one, mobster. Okay, mobster, number one, Whitey Bulger, died in prison from Boston, all right? The FBI tried to make him an informant. He actually made the FBI informant. Number two, Conley there, 2 and 3. Let's just go to 2, and then 3, okay? Crooked FBI agents. Number 4, Paul Rico, crooked FBI agent. So what we have here, and give me number, the media is running this morning. Let's go through with it. Number 11, all right, Hartford, up there, Connecticut. Connecticut's U.S. attorney investigating FBI media leaks and Russia probe, okay? This is number 12. New York Times, Barr assigns U.S. attorney in Connecticut to review origins of Russian inquiry. Okay. Number 13, this is the president's tweet. Mueller, and this is from April 15th. Okay. They put it up this morning on MSNBC. Mueller and the attorney general, based on Mueller findings and great intelligence, have already ruled no collusion, no obstruction. These were crimes committed by crooked Hillary, the DNC, dirty cops, and others. Investigate the investigators. So they brought that up this morning, a tweet that the president had. I'm going to get a couple more. We'll talk about China and the tariffs in just a minute. Here we go, number 21. Right here, MSNBC at 2:04. Now, will they take the fall for Hillary? Who survives? Sorry. We're on the island, and who survives? You need to understand this is Hillary Clinton we are talking about. You understand? Hillary Rodham Clinton. So who survives on the island? And who takes the fall? So here you go. Here's number 21. Barr assigns U.S. attorney in Connecticut to review origins of Russian inquiry. Okay? So that is, there you go. Now let me see what else I have here. Number 23, Trey Gowdy was on Sean Hannity. I just wanted to show you this cut here. Must uncover, there's the former disgraced FBI, head of the FBI, James Comey. He is nervous today. Must uncover origins of Russian probe. All right. And as we talked, who will be first? We threw up a couple examples. Number 25, okay, Clapper, James Clapper, and number 26, Brennan. So one more look at this, and then we're going to move away from it. Number 10. Okay, Michael Horowitz is the Inspector General. He's due out anytime, sometime in June, with his report on the corrupt use of the FISA court warrants, okay? He is coming out with his report soon on the corrupt use of the FISA court. There's John W. Huber, okay? John was assigned to start looking into, all right, the Clinton Foundation and several other things out in Utah almost a year ago. You remember we have not heard Beauregard, Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions, former Attorney General, appointed him, and we have not heard from him in a year. We're looking for a report from John W. Huber at any time. Now, why has Attorney General William Barr appointed John H. Durham, the U.S. Attorney District of Connecticut? Oh, here's where I want to get clear. There's a total difference here. Now, you spent $35 million. You spent $35 million on a useless investigation. Robert Mueller, former director of the FBI, was chosen as special counsel. Robert Mueller is as corrupt as anyone they're investigating today. Robert Mueller knew in at least 60 days that the file folder was empty. Robert Mueller knew within 60 days there was no corruption. There was no need to do 5,000 interviews. There was no need to do anything or go any further and spend another dollar of the taxpayers' money. He knew that. But instead of being a patriot and coming to the Department of Justice and saying there's no reason to go further, there's no reason to call in, there's no reason to call in Don Jr., there's no reason to call in Don McGahn, there's no reason to call all of these people in, there's no reason to try to prosecute George Papadopoulos, there's no reason to prosecute Michael Flynn, okay? There's absolutely no reason to go any further. Now, they claim they got Paul Manafort on his foreign, whatever you know what I'm talking about, all right? Not filling out his foreign agent or business license, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying, okay? So Manafort got in trouble for some other things. And we always remember, Michael Cohen is a liar. He is a liar. He's not a credible witness. And Michael Cohen went to prison the other day for unrelated things to Russia. Not one of his charges were they 8. Not one of his charges were due to the Russian investigation. Michael Cohen is just a corrupt person, okay? So all that being said, here is the biggest difference. Attorney General William Barr has already got enough evidence on his desk to see that it's necessary for John Durham to look into this. He's got every piece, okay? He's got all the evidence. You remember in that one hearing when he went to the appropriations meeting and Attorney General Barr was asked about spying, and he said, yes, I feel they're spying. Well, do you have evidence? Did you bring us evidence? Really? Really? I am going to come to you as part of the corruption. You're part of the corruption. And I am going to come to you and lay out my evidence to you this morning. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it out there. So all the media that day went nuts. Barr made an accusation of spying with no evidence. Provided no evidence. He's provided evidence. Let me tell you this. Now, you get a directive. If you are the U.S. Attorney, District of Connecticut, you get a directive, okay? So I'm going to say I'm not for sure Durham could have said no. But I think when it comes to rooting out corrupt cops, corrupt FBI agents, the deep state mob, all of these politicians, I think William Barr was looking for the man for the job. And right there he is. Could he have said no? Maybe. But I know this, he's appointed. I know this, obviously he accepted the assignment. And I know this, Barr's not playing games. He took an oath. Let me just look at this. Let me just say this to you on Durham. Again, he's best known for leading an inquiry into allegations that the FBI agents and Boston police had ties with the mob, and his appointment as special prosecutor regarding the 2005 CIA interrogation tapes destruction. On November 1st, 2017, he was nominated by President Donald Trump to be Connecticut's next U.S. attorney. Okay, he was voice vote. Amid allegations that the FBI informants James Whitey Bulger and Stephen the Rifleman Fleming had corrupted their handlers, U.S. Attorney General Janet Reno named Durham special prosecutor in 1999. He oversaw a task force of FBI agents brought in from other offices to investigate Boston offices and handling of informants. He went after the Boston police and the Boston district, the district of FBI there in Boston. Just saying. Attorney General William Barr is serious. Let's just put this up one more time right here, number 6. And he's serious about finding out. He knows the corruption. He knows there was no collusion. He knows there was a coup to try to take our president out. And he's going to find out what happened. And I really think real prosecutions will start to happen. My question today, and here's number 5, here's Durham. He looks like a serious player, okay? And my question today is, who will be first? When Barr did this last night, or whenever it came out, it broke yesterday afternoon, when the Attorney General appointed Durham, let me tell you something. There's a whole group. Pagliano. Clinton's not in fear. Clinton's trying to see who will take the dive now. She's not in fear. You got Pagliano, you got Ben Rhodes, Susan Rice, Uma Abedin. Who will take the fall? Who will go tell him everything? See, they know. They got the facts. You got a couple of reports coming out. And maybe we might have some people go to prison, real prison. You know, like in the Mueller investigation, where anybody that went to prison, it had nothing absolutely to do with your president of the United States or Russian collusion or campaign coordination with the Russians. Absolutely nothing. In this case, they're going to prison for trying to take down a president of the United States. Treason. Treason. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take another break. We get back, we're going to talk about China and a couple things going on there with tariffs, candidates for the Democrat Party, and maybe some things going on in Iran. Take us a break.